Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another 5 Minute Monday. I hope you had a spectacular weekend and hope you got lots of great games in. Or if you were having a bit of a busier, week last week, I hope you got some downtime. That's certainly what I did. It was a week of nothing, and it was everything that I wanted it to be and more. So I was able to catch up on some reading, catch up on Big Brother. I'm a silly Big Brother fan, and that just started. And was able to play some video games and some board games. It was a really great weekend of hiding in my apartment with my wife. It was spectacular. So hope you had a good one too. Wanted to start today's episode off by letting you know that we have started a new show here called Cull It or Keep It. That is going to be on our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that yet, what Cull It or Keep It is I have a ridiculous amount of unplayed games in my collection. I mean ridiculous. And so what I'm doing is I'm playing through all the games and then having a discussion with my wife about whether it stays in our collection or not. And this isn't a review of the game. It isn't a slight of the game. What it basically is getting our collection to a manageable point. So in the show, I talk about how the game came into my collection and that journey. I talk about why it's been in my collection this long unplayed. Talk about how we liked the game. And then finally, I wrap up with whether the game will be staying in our home or whether we'll be finding another home for it. And that is the really exciting thing that I wanted to tell you about this morning, is that over the weekend, my wife and then part of my team here at Geek Chic came up with the idea of giving away the games. So the games that are leaving my collection are going to go to homes where they will be loved and played. And so I think that's a spectacular idea. It makes me feel really, really good about the game going somewhere where it's going to get played. And so if you pay attention in the show notes, I'll make a comment on how you can do that. We got to figure out the logistics behind that. We're a small team here, so managing a contest isn't something that we have a ton of time to do. So I'm probably going to use a service that's very convenient that I've used before, like Rafflecopter and the like. And I like the system behind Rafflecopter of how involved you get increases, your ability to win. So that, maybe if you're just like ho-hum and you don't want to do a whole bunch, you can just click a thing and be entered. But if you're wanting to share it, then that'd be good. And I really think that, one of the reasons, I would say the top reason of why I like doing this show so much is it really gets into the psychology behind being a collector. It really gets into the psychology behind why is this stuck around, and it's almost therapeutic for me in getting into the reasons of why it wasn't played, how I feel about it going forward. I would say one of the hardest concepts for me as an individual is just because I play and like a game doesn't mean that I have to own it. And so I really enjoy that process and that journey, and I enjoy sharing it with you too, because my sincerest hope is that it helps you as an individual. It helps you recognize maybe you're having some of the same struggles that I am, and you're not alone in those. And there's a process for making that a bit healthier than it might be. So I'm really stoked about that. Again, pay attention to the show notes. You're going to want to make sure, and one thing I know that you're going to need to be is subscribe to our YouTube channel in order to be eligible to win those. And we're going to be shipping those worldwide. So everyone is invited in the contest. This is not just a U.S. thing. I don't want to exclude anyone. And hopefully maybe when people are done playing them, they can send some pictures, or maybe they do a video. I don't know. That's not going to be required. That's just going to be optional, and I think it would be neat to see. Some quick business to get out of the way. Pre-orders for Plums. I believe Plums is closing within the next week, but pre-orders for Backyard Builders Treehouse and Fish Frenzy, according to my calendar, are open for only a couple more weeks, so make sure you get in on that. Those copies go out first. You'll have them before anyone else, and you'll have the promo for free. And guys, I'm making the promos in very, very limited quantity, so don't miss out on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a light week this week, and I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in to the show. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Cull It or Keep It. I think we're going to be dropping every Wednesday. So have a great rest of your week, guys. Take care.